Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're gonna mix it up a little bit and do a speed paint of kind of an old drawing, but I still wanted to talk about it. It is a drawing of my VTuber model, but fully rendered, which doesn't happen very often. And yeah, it's inspired by, well, I guess not inspired, but it comes from a sketch I did for, I think, just some video or maybe some Instagram posts or whatever, and I liked it so much that I wanted to color it. It'll be a little bit of a quick one today because it didn't take me very long. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. Alright, and this is the drawing we will be looking at today. If I were to redo it now, I think I would do a few things a little bit differently. I think there are places on her body that I could define a lot better, but there are other things that I really like what I did. I really like her ears and her horns. I think I did a really good job with those. I like the fabric a lot. Yeah, you know, as everything, there's good and bad parts. And yeah, I think I could have done a little bit more on the background, but I didn't really have an idea for this drawing in the first place. And I find when I have a drawing that I don't have like a really solid idea what I'm doing, I find that my backgrounds are very much lacking, which, you know, it's it's something I need to work on. But this is what I had for this, and my idea was kind of like a underworld, blue fire, just kind of like siren-esque, but like flame. Those were a lot of words that really don't go together, but anyways, I hope that makes sense. I really like this still. I think if I were to redo it, I would redo her hand. I think I could redefine it a lot better, and I think her face could be redefined a lot better too, but you know, overall, I still think it's a cool piece, but let's just get right into like the actual speed paint of this. Alright, so as you can see, this was already a sketch, so I just kind of imported the sketch into the canvas. Promise I didn't trace it or anything, I just already had the sketch. And you know, we're gonna start off strong with, you know, just putting the base colors. This can be the hardest part, depending on if I keep the line art or not. Well, hardest part is quite a strong word, but sometimes it can be more time consuming because if I keep the line art, I'm really precisely tracing and putting in the color. If I'm not, that is if I'm not keeping the line art. If I am keeping the line art, then I'm just kind of, you know, filling it in, because it doesn't really matter what the outline looks like, because the line art will cover it. But this part can be quite time consuming. Luckily for this piece, it wasn't too bad. Gonna put in the shading for the skin. I really like to add some cheekbone shading to my drawings, especially ones of my VTuber, because my VTuber, if you guys don't know, is roughly, obviously I don't have horns or animal ears, but it is roughly based off of me, and I actually have quite prominent cheekbones, so I like to add that little touch in when I am coloring my VTuber. But anyways, as you can see, I have gotten rid of the line art at this point, and just kind of making sure it looks good, because it's important, at least for me, when I draw without line art. I like to make sure that every step it still looks good without line art, because I have found some pieces of mine do look better with line art. I don't really know exactly what the defining factor is, but I have found some pieces of mine I do end up keeping the line art in them because they just end up looking better. This is me doing the hair. I like the hair a lot. I think I could have added a little bit more dimension, but this is a bit of a hard style to do because it's hard to kind of show that it's not just like flat, and it's more like poofy, but since we're viewing it from the side, it kind of loses a lot of dimension, and also her horn really covers like the part of the hair where you would, you know, normally see the hair stick up from, but her horn is covering that, so it was a little bit hard to get that dimension in there, but that's okay. I think I did pretty well with what I had. The horn was really difficult for me because I think this drawing was the first time I fully rendered her horn, which is interesting, because you would think as my original character I would have drawn her a ton. But it took a lot of trial and error to kind of get the horn to look how I wanted it to, and also I just really wanted it to look like an animal horn. It's kind of a ram horn, but instead of looping all the way around in like a spiral, it kind of fades off. But I really wanted to, I don't know, show that it was not just like there. I wanted it to be like, yeah, no, this is like a powerful part of her. Anyways, so here I am doing the ear. This part was kind of hard. I love like coloring hair and drawing hair, but sometimes short hair is really difficult for me because I feel like I have a lot less, I don't know, area to like really show the hair or like the brush strokes, and I don't know, it's just harder for me. So sometimes if there's like a shaved part of someone's hair or like short fur, I have a hard time, which is funny because my original character that I draw all the time has both. So here I am doing the fabric. In my opinion, I think I could have made the fabric like fall a little bit better. Given her position, I think the fabric should have fallen down more instead of continuing off with her chest to the side. But also, I did not classic me, I didn't look at a reference for this, so this is me kind of just guessing what it would look like. I do have kind of a similar dress, but not really, so, you know, this is just me guessing. Obviously, fun times with the background, try to do the best I could with that. This is the lighting, which arguably is one of the most important parts to me because it really, like, can make or break a piece. This is me trying to figure out how I'm going to make it look like she's actually being lit like that. But yeah, that's kind of it. Told you guys it was kind of a short one. I really just wanted to make it seem like she was in the fire, which was easier said than done. I thought choosing that kind of background would be like, you know, oh, it's not an actual like depth background, so it's gonna be easy, but I actually made it harder on myself by choosing something with really difficult lighting. But yeah, kind of not much to say about it, just you know, really happy with how her horn turned out. I'm happy with how her jewelry turned out. I'm glad you can still see her features even though she's in such like a well-lit area, because sometimes it can get a little washed out, kind of like when people are on stage, they put on like really heavy makeup, so when the stage lights are on them, they don't get washed out. Kind of the same thing can happen in art and drawing, at least the way I do lighting, is if you don't have really strong colors or strong features, and you just kind of do your lighting all in one, it can really wash out some details, which is a bummer because in art, no detail is really on accident, so you don't want any of your details to go away because you weren't paying attention to your lighting. Alright, and this is the final piece one more time, so you can look at it. I know the time-lapse at the ending kind of can like wash some colors out, so the lighting looks a little bit more intense than it actually is. Also, if you want to see what this is a little bit better, it's on my Instagram, so if you want to go check that out. You might have to scroll down a little bit. I post to my Instagram probably much more frequently than Instagram wants me to post, but whatever. Anyways, so that's the drawing I have for you today. Yeah, it's up on my Instagram if you want to like actually see it. It's kind of hard to do like a video of a video and actually see all the details, so I would recommend going and looking at it there. But yeah, that's this one. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this speed paint. This is the first time ever that I'm like stocked up and even backed up on speed paint. So if these are more of, you know, what you want to see, then let me know, because I actually have more where this came from. There's also some more sketchbook tours if you guys want to see those, that, you know, just let me know. But yeah, I also should be resuming my regular kind of posting and streaming and all that stuff very soon. I'm finally gonna go back to my apartment within the next 2 weeks, so be on the lookout for more streams and stuff, because I know those have been on pause for a while. Trust me, I've missed them. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. The donation is still up on my Instagram if you guys would like to participate in that. It is for a really good cause, and you know, if you want to just feel like you're helping out, that's a great way of doing it. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.